This is Feel Better with Lauren. I'm Lauren. Today is video 7 in the series of 12 over 14. Today is about relaxation. We talk a lot about engagement in this, and that seems to be engagement of our muscles and our tendons and stretched and balanced and everything, but they also want to engage when we relax. So we're going to hold just a few poses for a little bit longer than we normally would. And when you hold a pose for a long time, you tend to go through this little psychological thing where you find the pose easy, and then you stretch into the pose and your body resists that stretch, and then your body releases and lets you relax into that stretch, and you use your breath to do that, making some space and then relaxing into that space. At the end of this, you're going to feel a whole lot better. So let's feel better together. Subscribe on YouTube. Welcome to video 7 today. Today is a far more relaxed video. Still short. I've often talked about being engaging all your body. That engaged is also about being connected to your body. So today is going to be far more relaxing, and it's about connecting with our breath. We'll be holding just a few poses for quite a long time, and they should be very relaxing. We want to go through this sort of rhythm of feeling our body being a little bit stretched and feel it open up, and then feel it yourself relax into a pose or a twist. Nothing is going to be hard. We're going to be sitting on the floor or lying on the floor for the most part. If you can, I've grabbed a couch cushion. You might have a professional bolster that you might want to use if you want. And I've got my professional 4x4 yoga blocks, which I'm selling for a huge amount of money. Let's just start off cross-legged or wherever's comfortable. We'll get rid of all that stale air still. And I just think that's a great thing to do always. So in through your nose and out through your mouth. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one last time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, with our professional blocks here, I'm just going to make a little spot for us to recline. I've got a little bolster, or the back of the couch cushion, and we're going to sit back with our knees bent and with our one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart, doesn't matter which one. And that just to help focus and center you. You can bring your back up to, I could already do that. And bring your back up to the mat, to the cushion, and really get yourself comfortable. I'm supported all the way along here. I'll even make it so you don't see my belly. With your knees bent, and just sort of feel how you're feeling. You might want to put your hands facing the air, or you can put your hands, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And you can get out any movement that you'd like to get out. Today was a day of a lot of driving for me, so just want to windshield wiper my knees, open them up a little bit, get everything unclicked. And then once I'm sort of into that comfy spot, which I am, just start breathing through your nose, that restrained nose breathing, ujjayi. And really just relax. That's what your job is right now. Be really focused on your breath going in and out. About 3 seconds inhale and 3 seconds exhale. No, your internet is not stopped. We're just going to be holding these poses for a whole lot longer. Listen to your breath. Just a couple more breaths here. And after that, we're going to just shift a little bit and we're going to do a little twist. On your next inhale, just push yourself up. Put your knees sort of over together, relaxed. Put your hip to the bottom of your couch cushion or professional bolster or what have you. And we're gonna essentially, I won't talk too much to this because it's gonna muffle my mic. You wanna basically face plant onto your cushion. And you're just, so if you go a little twist in your back, your hips up against the back of the cushion, and then you sort of fall down onto the cushion, and find the perfect position for your head. Obviously, looking the same way as your knees is less intense, and looking the other way to your right is more of a stretch. And if you want to, you can hang your chin off the end of the cushion, which is somewhere in the middle. So straddle the cushion with your hands, get yourself sort of settled, and we'll go down here for a few breaths. And as you go, you might have to shuffle and shift a little bit until you find the perfect bit of twist on your spine and relaxation on your body. going to start coming out of this. On your next inhale in, just slowly push yourself away from the cushion. And we'll move over to the other side. So your left hip this time. And then you'll again straddle the cushion. And then you're gonna, once you've got a sort of comfortable twist to yourself, you can relax down onto the cushion. And you'll find one side is usually easier. If there's anything uncomfortable, like on your neck, look back the other way. You'll still feel that sort of twist in your back, but it should be a super relaxing twist. And find your sort of settled spot and just relax into this. And we'll start to come out of this. And on your next inhale in, let's just push ourselves up. Come back to forward facing. Let's move our couch cushion over for a second. And move our blocks over. And just find a way back down onto your back. Nice and comfy. And let's pull our knees to our chest just to keep everything nice and straight. And we're just going to hold that for a little longer than we normally would. Just for a few breaths, though. Each breath, you might be able to just squeeze your knees closer to your chest, but we're just trying to get that alignment of our body up. We'll be coming out of this. But coming out of this, Perhaps the hardest move of the day. This is staff pose, but a supine version. So we're going to straighten up our legs and try to get a 90-degree with our feet there. So you're a little bit engaged, but you're not crazy engaged. Just sort of activating things a little bit. And we're going to be coming out of this, and we're going to go into a supine pigeon or figure four. So from here, we're going to go our right leg over our left knee. Keep your foot engaged here, but we're not, and reach through and grab onto that and just lean to the left a little bit. Grab onto your shin, or you can grab onto your leg or your foot. We're keeping our right foot engaged just to keep our knee in line. And we're just going to gently pull ourselves in and hold us a little bit again. And we're going to come out of this. We're going to keep our legs in this figure four position. Our right leg is going to go flat to the ground. And we're going to have a little twist. Our right arm falls open, and we're just going to push our knee away a little bit. Just to give that stretch. Try to get your shoulders flat to the floor, but it doesn't matter if you can't. Look over your right hand if you can, but it doesn't matter if you can. We just want to have that activation in our hip. Okay, on your next breath, we're going to come out of this, roll back up, and just for one breath, just squeeze our knees to our chest, and then your left leg over your right knee. Reach through if you can to your shin or your knee or your quad. And just roll to the right a little bit. And in a gentle way, just pulling in here. And we'll hold this for a few breaths again. You can feel your body resist sometimes. And then as you just stay with it and relax into it, you can feel your body sort of release. When you release, you can just pull it a little closer without it hurting you or straining you. I'm going to come out of this, roll the side, put our left foot flat on the ground, and just push it away from us, and we'll look out over our left arm. And we're going to come out of this again. Inhale. Roll yourself back. One more squeeze again to just align everything up. And from here, let's grab onto the back of your quads, or you can just however you want to get up, and just let's roll into a seated position. And from here, you might want to raise your hips, which is what I'm going to do. And just a couple more positions here. You may remember us doing this before. Bend your knees a little bit to grab your toes, and then hinging at your hips, you sort of push your belly forward. I'm demonstrating that well. And then you fall the rest of your body over top. So you're not straining your back, you're stretching your back. And then the roll of your shoulders will sort of stretch your upper back. And then as you get along, you can shuffle your feet forward or shuffle your hips back. So inhale, hinge at your hips, and then fall forward. And we'll start coming out of this. So inhale, slowly come up. Hey, buddy. I'll come off my cushion for a second. I'm just going to lie back down again for one last move here. Excuse me, buddy. Because I'm trying to stretch everything else all around. Can you sit back, please? Just lie down. We're going to do a bridge pose. So bring your knees up. Excuse me. Bring your knees up. Put your hands by your heels. And we're just going to push out of this. Again, we're not straining too hard today, but we want to just get some engagement because we've been stretching everything the other way. So we'll still hold this for a little bit again. So get yourself comfortable. Don't lock your neck. Everything's loose. Your shoulder blades are tucked under. Your butt and your quads are engaged. If you need to come down, you can, but we'll just do 2 more breaths. Okay, up on your toes, hands above your head, and slowly drop your back to the ground and your hips to the ground. Knees to your chest. And you can put your feet to the corners of your space. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath. Throw a blanket on if you want, or go right to bed if you'd like. You might as well just sit here. Scratch yourself if you want. And we'll see you in the next one. Feel better. Always talk to your healthcare professional before starting a new regime. If you experience pain, discomfort, or dizziness, slow down or stop. These videos will become easier each day, but if it doesn't feel right today, go slower or move to another video. Listen to your body.